Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Fine, I hope. It is 11. I'm a little late. I normally try to come on like about 10 so I can be in bed by 11. So I'm trying to be consistent with that, but who knows? I had a I had a lot to do today. I did, and it was fun stuff. And excuse me, I had to take my allergy pill. I was supposed to take it this morning, but actually, this is the allergy season. If you have allergies and things, I need to add my allergy pill into my regular dose of medicine for the morning. But and you're supposed to take allergy pills at least 2 or 3 weeks before allergy season. Well, allergy season will be here in a hot minute, and it is everything around here these days. On cherry blossoms will be popping out. I don't even know if you know about the cherry blossoms in DC. The China or Japan gave us these cherry blossoms, and they are all across the pan, the water area, the basin, and they grow and they grow and they fall and they sprout and they just. I think that's my number one allergy. And you can be anywhere in the area, and they just travel with the with the wind. So I had to take that, and I'll be good. And then my Flonase, of which I hate that stuff. And then I was listening to Wonky Pro today, and he said Flonase has been linked to depression. And I was like, what? That may explain a lot of things. It sure does. Now, I think I do get depressed when I'm sneezing and stuff and having to take it. So I need to know, how are they testing how it is linked to depression? Because the fact that you got to blow your nose, buy extra Kleenex, you know, taking all these allergy things because of the things are growing, is that causing the distress or the stress or the depression, or is the actual Flonase causing it? I need to Google that. I need to Google that and see what is actually causing it, because I would be very curious, because a lot of meds are linked to cause and effect, and it might be seasonal. So there's an increase of using it. So they're noticing a lot of people, because it's frustrating. It takes time to get on your allergy medicines, especially if you take Navage, that nasal wash machine, and if you have to stock up on your Kleenex, and then if you have to do the Flonase and stuff, you're supposed to take it twice a day. It's a whole routine, and then getting it refilled, and then they made it over the counter, so you can't just get a prescription for it nowadays unless you have really good insurance. They'll give it to you, but a lot of insurance will tell you, "Girl, go ahead and pay for it yourself." Like, it's a whole lot of drama, and then the sneezing, and then it's just everything. And then because I have high blood pressure, I sneeze so hard from my allergies and my nose bled. I'm like, this is way too much. So I know I was stressed out and depressed around this time of the year. And right now it's getting ready to build up. So I'm glad Wonky Pro let us know about getting the medicines in our systems. And then also he let us know something that I already knew, but I just kind of I do it every now and then, but I don't do it on a consistent basis. If you have allergies, especially towards flowers and just regular stuff growing and stuff, Wonky Pro said something about adding a teaspoon. I think it's a teaspoon. It might be a tablespoon. I don't know. I think it's a teaspoon of honey every day if you have allergies and asthma, because it will help. And I think that's very valid, but it has to be honey from the area that you are in. It can't be imported honey, because what it is, it's like giving you a little dose of what it is that you're allergic to, and it has to be the bees that pollinate the flowers that are in your area. So if you're right here, and you get a teaspoon of honey every day, and do it every day on a regular basis, then your allergies might be okay. But if you're right here with allergies and you get a teaspoon of honey from over here, these bees not the bees that's coming over here, they're not flying that far. They got their own little territory. So you need to get honey from your area. Yeah, you got to get honey from your area for that to work. And I that's what I knew. And then I'm in the tri-state area, DMC, Maryland, and Virginia. So our bees are, well, it's not like they just stay in the area. You know what I mean? But they're local bees. So um, you have to get honey from, a farmer's market, or I'm going to tell you the closest thing to getting it and feeling like it's not like getting stuff on the street is Whole Foods. And because he was saying he doesn't like the farmers market out in the street either, and I don't either, for that very reason. The rats, the murders, the roaches, the pigeons. How you just gonna clean the area up, which is half ass clean, and I'm gonna say the homeless people, but that's my peoples. And you can't clean that area up enough to really put stuff out there. But you know what, they do it, and you just have to just pick up some celery stalk, wave your hand up into the air, get home and wash it. Don't sample any of the. I'm gonna tell you, I hate when I see people go to farmers markets and they just taste it. No. I need that needs to be sterilized. But I know people say, "Oh, you're washing all the." Well, there's no preservative. If it's organic, there's no preservatives to wash off. But I'd be big on if I'm gonna have dip my hand in something everybody's been tasting and stuff falling in there. So I feel you, Wonky Bro, with that. I sure do. But we pick our battles, and so. But I try to get it from, and then the honey companies, they are supposed to put the labels on. So when I go to Whole Foods, what is that? They're supposed to put the labels on. Okay. They're supposed to put the labels on so you can know where the honey is from. At least get it in your region. So at least some of the bees will be like they made a travel, hooked up at a cousin's house and flew over to another flower and stuff like that. But that's how to really get in your system in a little bit at a time. Yeah, I used to get allergy shots, and those things are horrible. What they did, the first initial thing they did, they like just lay you down on your back and just like, they test and see what you are allergic to. So they put like hundreds of different little drops of stuff, and then they prick it with a little pin. This is what they did years ago. I don't know what they do now. They prick with a little pin, and then they wait like 30 minutes or an hour or whatever to see which little bump reacts, and then they narrow it down, and then they figure out what you're allergic to, and then they tell you what it is, and then they give you a little bit of that every day in a shot. And I had those. This was like in the 80s, and then but the best doctor that I ever had for allergies and asthma, I would say his name. I love him to death. He told me a view. He didn't say a view back in the 80s because I didn't know nothing about a view. All you have to do, and I said, what? All I have to do is what? All you have to do. Now, this is a pulmonologist, a allergy doctor. I don't even know what they're called. Just everything, okay? Keep you breathing, okay? Lungs, nasal passageways, skin allergies. He told me, you know what you got to do? I said, what? He said, let me tell you. I said, okay, tell me. Okay, here you go. Okay, I'm listening. Write it down. I got it. You are one of those people. And I said, okay, I am one of those people. What do I have to do? Because I'm one of those people. What you have to do, I did all these tests with you. And he didn't say you, he said chew. He was from the Latin area. So when I say he said chew, he said chew. Okay. He was a doctor. He was a professor. What the hell am I going to say? He said chew. I'm saying chew. He told me, okay, this what you going to do right here. We done did all these tests and all these highfalutin things and stuff. Got you laying on here with your titties on the table, scratching your back with all these hundreds of allergens and stuff. Got you coming in here, got you using single layer albuterol, Advair, prednisone, steroid shots, inhaling shots, like drips. We got you on everything. But this shit ain't gonna work. He ain't say this shit don't gonna work because I think I was like 15, 16. I don't know how old I was. He told me, this what you do, girl. He didn't say girl because he said this. DIS. Okay, this is a professional doctor. He told me this. Y'all know I'm being funny. Don't take no. Y'all know I'm. This what you do, not that this is what you do. Okay, he was whispering it to me on the down low. Okay, he got all these degrees and education and highfalutin this and that and studies and stuff. No, he whispered in my ear. This what you do, girl. He said, girl. He didn't say girl. I said, what? He said, girl. I said, what? He said, girl. So he said, what you gotta do is when you go by Walgreens. At that time, I think we had a couple other different stores. Walgreens. We didn't have Walgreens back then that I know. We go by a CVS. They all changed. Go by a drugstore, and when you go by the drugstore and the grocery store, when you go down the tissue aisle, and they got like two boxes for like by that time, I think back then two boxes might be 200 per box. But this was years ago. Buy two of them, and then buy four, and then go buy and buy six, and then you go to another store, mind your business. Go every time you see a tissue sale, buy them. And I said, okay, I'm writing down. Every time I see a tissue sale, buy them. Yes, this is my professional advice. He even wrote a little prescription. Buy tissues when they are on sale. And I walked out. I said, woo, I got the cure. Yes. Now, this was in I'm going to say 1976 that he gave me this advice. And I still follow it to this day. Because my allergies that I are grass, not smoking grass, dust, dust is everywhere, and mold. Now, I don't know nothing about no black mold. I know everybody on if people talking about mold and stuff, but mold with just regular situations. So that means I don't need to be around any place that's moldy, and I never have been. But I didn't know it was a big issue back then, and that's what he said: grass, dust, and mold. And then he said, my prescription to you is when you see Kleenex and tissues on sale, buy as many as you can. And like I said, that was back in 1980 something. And I still do that stuff to this day. Because, I mean, the allergy shots, they didn't really work. I mean, I'm allergic to stuff that is around me all the time. Like I have to live in a bubble to not be around the stuff that I'm allergic to, and it is what it is. So y'all get used to it. Just figure out what you can understand your level of comfortability. Don't take stuff that's going to make you knocked out and sleep and you driving around. You have to figure out what's going to be okay for you. And then also eat organic things that will help you. And then if somebody says take a teaspoon of honey, take a teaspoon of honey, but build it up. Everything's not going to work right away. I hate Flonase. Now they're saying it's linked to depression. There's a lot of things linked to whatever. So I'll be curious. So I came on here because I had come on earlier to discuss my binding of the book. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick. Y'all know I really don't have that much patience for people. I really don't. I try to put grace and mercy down, but it is so hard. I am not a forgiver type of person. And if I feel that anybody has slighted me or I shaded me or something like that, first of all, I already see it. I recognize it, but it's just me on how I choose to respond. And I have been tested so much the later years that I have because one, I'm not working at a job where I have to, be politically correct, or I'm not working in an environment where I am doing the accounting and I'm doing the HR, So I'm like in a different situation. So it's like I know the rules, but don't play with me. But on the YouTube, people feel very comfortable saying whatever, but you have to understand you're dealing with people at different sociological areas. I don't even know rings, people levels. People that they know grammar, don't know grammar. They loud and they just speak all ratchet and some people don't speak at all. And then when they do get a chance to get on the YouTube, they just keep on talking. And then some people who they need to speak up, and then some people need to shut up. Now, I don't know. I hope they think that I'm in the middle, but I always try to be in the middle because I have to hear both sides. I know people say, oh, she's a flip flopper. Well, I've always had to do that in my job because people brought me issues and I had to figure out what we're going to do. Everything somebody brings to you is not, not what it is. And, there's just certain rules. But, I'm still trying to get casket ready. But, it's just certain things that I just understand. I come by it naturally. Let me turn this little light off. I do. And I'm just really speaking in general because we all get on the YouTube just for um just to get it. So I'm gonna be on here a little bit more, and I've already told y'all like I'm gonna try to come on more so I can build my watch hours up so that I can get monetized. So I'm going to come in the mornings, and I'm going to come in maybe a lunchtime thing, and I'm going to come in at night. Now, just because I'm doing what I'm doing, please don't let that stop y'all. Y'all do what y'all gonna do because I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Okay, on this coloring channel to grow my channel. I'm going to do that. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. It is what it is. And what I normally do when I support people that are growing theirs, I just go in and let their videos play for at least 8 minutes so that they can get the watch time. 8 minutes is all that YouTube requires of anybody watching somebody's video. I didn't realize my shadow was here. I don't really want to show that like that. I'm talking with my hands. Okay, there we go. Let's calm down. So that is what you need. So 8 minutes. And I know there's a couple of people that are just starting their channel, Miss Coloring with Miss Taylor Made. We want to try to get her over so she can do her own thing. I think Bubble sent her a link so she can do that on her own, and then she can grow her channel. But what's not going to happen with me over here? I'm going to if I have to repeat commentary that I've already did on my other channel, because what I do is I put my channel down. Well, I put my live. I can do two lives at the same time, but I choose to put one on public and one on private. The one on public is the one that I want to have the watch time, which is this channel, my color and view channel. And then the other one I put on later, and I may edit it and add some music or whatever, or not add music. If I do play music over here, it's okay because I'm not monetized. I'm just trying to build the channel, build the interest, stir the pot, get people to come over here. So I may be talking about some things that I talked about over there that I would never repeat. So, and then a lot of people over there, they didn't realize they like the color. They didn't realize they like the color. And a couple of them have. I met Taylor Made over there on my Views of You channel. And so now she has her own channel. So I just want y'all to know that a lot of people are doing different things. So, if you see somebody, talking about something that they've been doing before, especially me, and I'm over here bringing it, it's not because I'm like I've got dementia or something like that. It's because this is my new channel, so I have to build my watch hour up. So I'm going to be discussing things that people might not think is okay or like, but I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm sensing, and I just want y'all to put it out. I'm going to put it out here. Y'all know hey, I don't have time. I'm trying to get casket ready. I don't have time to coddle and baby anybody. Well, what you talking about? I just don't. I'm just putting, how you just put something out? So if I'm talking about, I'm binding my books, spiral binding them. Do you know most of the people that sell their coloring books on here, they sell it in the spiral version? You can buy a couple of these books on here. The books might be $14, but if you get a spiral bound, it'll be $27. Well, this is a hobby for me. I like saving coins, saving money until I get better at whatever I'm doing. I always like to go in low. And I saw a binding machine. I was like, ooh, $50, I can get that one. Now, the one that does the wire, that came out, it was $200, $300. Hello? Some of y'all don't even have supplies worth that much. Some of y'all don't have that skill set. I ain't gonna get in your pockets, but I'm not one that has a skill set to buy a binding machine to get a book and then bind it. Just the reason why I like binding my books is so that they can lay flat while I color them. If I want to color in the crack, I can. I like the machine I have. I was actually gifted the machine that I have, and that was the one I picked out. And I picked it out without the person even knowing that I wanted that one. And I got it for a reason because I can break it down. I don't want to buy something that I cannot repurpose and use it for something else. I'm making junk journals. I'm making daily calendars and things like that. So I need something that I can remove in and out. So that $150, $200, $300 machine, of which I'm not getting, not within my budget. If I find one at the Goodwill or the thrift store or on the eBay, maybe. But then the supplies are so expensive. I'm just having fun. And so what I'm doing is recreating my videos when I started doing art in my other channel so that I can have that over here. And for the new people that are here, I want y'all to see, I want to share what I used to do. I see a lot of people repurposing things that I purchased because I watched a lot. I put the time in watching all of these content creators. A lot of these content creators, okay? I didn't just get on here and just, you know, follow somebody else's lead. I put my time in on my other channel, so I'm bringing stuff over here. And a lot of people need to recognize that they learned their skill set by watching me over there. But what's not going to happen is I'm not going to be made mockery because I like to spiral bound my books. I'm putting it over here so people can do that if that's what they want to do. They don't have to buy a $30 book. They can buy the $15 book, and then they can have the machine already there and they can spiral bound it. So why do you want to spiral bound your book? So that the book will lay flat, so that it won't fall apart while you're coloring it. So you can take the pages out, color them, and put them back in for whatever reason. Did y'all ask other people why they spiral bound in their book? Why are they doing? The crafters on here know about people spiral bound in books, but why the fact that I bring my spiral bound book ours over here is it a big deal? Well, she can have it. She can do whatever she wants to. It ain't that serious. Sometimes your words that people say on here, y'all think it's okay. It's not okay. I see. The hell is wrong with y'all? And I brought the fact to, and I'm not saying anybody in particular. I'm surely not. But you see how much space is in between here? If you're coloring this, look at that. When it's bound, you don't even see that space. I can take these pages out and then I can color it and put them back in. Or you can keep it all closed up. It's your choice. I don't even know if he sells this one spiral bound. I don't know if he does. I think he does. It's going to be $15 more. So I spiral bound these books with a machine that somebody gifted me that I was going to buy anyway. I'm not buying no $150, $200 machine because I'm not a crafter. So that's why I bound my book. And I will do it anytime I feel like it. So I bought some other books that were $3 and they're normally $25, $30 or whatever. Y'all know I do stuff on a budget. I just feel, I'm just feeling some kind of way. I have to understand I have to do whatever I have to do over here and not worry about anything. And I rather prefer, I don't have to have anybody over here in my chat. It's okay. Because I feel like I'm just starting out and I'm looking at a lot of people's channels and stuff. And a lot of people, I don't know their methods. And I don't want to pick up other people's bad habits. But if I see something that's good, like the way I'm doing the books, I saw somebody else do the book totally different. The Reverse Collage book. Now, y'all know I am a student of Miss Dee Dee Willingham and Miss Janet Young and a couple of the people that I saw. Now, I saw somebody else do a book and they're like, somebody's probably going to say, well, that's not Reverse Collage. You're not really being creative on the book. Anyway, I saw somebody, what's her name? Her name is Ann Makes. What she does with her reverse collage, she just takes a whole book and she makes each page totally clear. Like she'll find some other pages to match in here. And I'm going to try to show you what, like this page she wouldn't do it. Oh, maybe over here because there's some words and stuff. Now, because I know because I'm telling you, I have been a part of a whole lot of groups over here, coloring and stuff, child. They was making fun of me coloring with different things and stuff. Don't think I didn't see it. I sure did, but it's okay. And y'all be like, oh, she talking about me. Some of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about. It doesn't even matter. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. So basically the lady, Miss Ann makes, what she does is she makes each page, she balances out the color. Okay, like this page, she would put some watercolors there. I mean, some matte paint down, finger color to make it right and make it all even and stuff. And then she would just do the whole book, and then she'll come in and do her collages. Oh my goodness, I just don't feel it's too late at night for me to be all messy. Like this page is okay. There's nothing on here. So she would start this page as a straight collage page. This one, she would either tape some collage from another book, tape some pages. Um, oh my goodness. I'm gonna show it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be at a better space. I'm really kind of irritated right now. And I'll talk about it tomorrow, but not right now. But anyway, so this book, The Amazing Temples, I'm going to make all of the pages. Well, I don't have to make all of them because there's a lot. Well, now when she comes to these white pages, and then she pastes pictures of other pages to make everything uniform and not have to paint over it, and then she does the collage on top, which is a little bit different than Miss Dee Dee Wellingham, but I have seen Miss Dee Dee Wellingham do the same thing. So reverse collage is however you want to do it. I will be doing a whole look at this. Like you don't even have to do anything to this if you don't want to, and then you just come in with whatever you have. Oh, and I did take some time today to cut out some stuff. Okay, anyway, so let me just keep this book open. And so I see why now Dee Dee does prompts and they cut out stuff. They send people stuff. I've got some stuff that I got sent from Dee Dee, but winning prizes and stuff. I was like, what am I going to do with this? But I'm like, ooh, I'm going to save it. So I'm trying to find that little package that she sent me a couple packages. I think she's supposed to send me another one, but I haven't given her my address. I've got a couple of addresses, and don't even worry about where I live at. I'm gonna not be doing that whole swapping thing anymore. I'm just gonna, like, if I can order y'all something from Amazon, or you want to order me something on your wish list and stuff like that. Because when you order stuff through Amazon, once you order it, they got it shipping. Then you don't have to worry about it. Because I'm telling you, I'm horrible with the post office. I've got packages here. I sure do. I got to send out, and after I send these out, that's it. Now I already planned how I want to do this one, and I may do this one on camera, but this is Abandoned London, and I have been trying to get Abandoned Places. It is sold out. I did go on Amazon, and there is one book that is $12.51, and I think it might be free shipping. I don't know. So when I get off here, I'm going to push the button for that. So it is Abandoned Places. Abandoned Places is the most popular reverse collage book on here. So anyway, so this was Abandoned London, and it was $3. If you try to get it now, I think it might be $27 or whatever. Even 20, it was. Oh, Abandoned Places is $29 at Books a Million, and I bought this books at Books a Million for $3. So I'll come back tomorrow because I don't feel like getting all messy right now, and I had to just find some wax paper. So anyway, I think I showed that book. So that's one of my abandoned books, or not my reverse collage books. This book is another book that I got from Books a Million for $3. If you try to buy it just regular, I think it might be $26 or whatever. I'm going to use this one as a collage book to cut up. I'm not going to use it to bling it out. I'm going to use it to cut out these items as a reference point. Now, I did order 3 books. Amazon, I think the sale is still going on. You buy 2 books and get 1 free. The sale is still going on. I ordered 3, and I think the total would have been like $60 or something like that. I got them for, I think I had a credit for 5. I think I got them for $30 or something like that. So, oh, this is beautiful right here. So two will be in the morning, like probably getting ready to get delivered now, and then one will be here before tomorrow night. What time is it? It's still the same day, so one will be here tomorrow night, which will be actually to me tonight. So I'll have all three tomorrow, and I'll do my video on them. But like I said, I'm trying to get my watch hours on here, so I have to put in at least an hour of babbling. So if you feel that you don't want to support that, you don't have to. And I just, I'm just like, I'm kind of irritated at people. I really am. And it is what it is. I can't change it. I have a short fuse. And it's not that short. I do have compassion and all that. But sometimes, you're just like, I don't like to be chastised. I don't like to be made a mockery of something that I'm sharing. And for somebody to be laughing and cracking up and saying, oh, I don't know why she breaking her book down. It's my goddamn book. It's my daggone commentary. If you don't fucking like it, don't watch. Nobody has to be the same. And that's the thing that I don't like, how people are like always have to be the same. I don't color in all the same coloring books as everybody. We have a liking of the same, some of the same authors, or I mean artists. I'd rather be the social misfit. I'm just going to tell y'all that. And if some of y'all know, y'all know. Do not try to do anything extra with me because I'm not feeling it. I'm going to do me because most of the time people are imitating me and copying me and my style. I said it and I meant it. I sure did. What you going to do? Nothing. Grow off of me is what you're going to do. Now, this picture is beautiful. Well, who you talking about? I'm talking about a whole bunch of people and nobody. I'm just throwing it out in the universe. I'm trying to let all of the negative things that I've been feeling out so that I can start again. If I feel like it, with a clean slate. I'm going to let people know how I've been feeling. I'm so sick of this monkey see, monkey do shit. I go research and look at people and pull people in and all this kind of stuff. And everybody wants to, oh, I don't want to do this. I just want to color in crayons. Well, color with your crayons. I don't want to color in that artist. That artist is crazy, girl or boy. And then I don't like being in a box. I like watching a lot of people. So I don't really like some of y'all following me around wherever I go. When I introduce new people and I share their channel, you don't have to be like a view sent me. You can sit in their clouds like I've been doing. I've learned so much without having to stress other people following behind me. Hey, view, I'll be someplace else. I'll be in daggone China somewhere, sitting on the daggone peanut. And next thing I knew, somebody over here from around here, up here. Like, what the fuck? How you over here? Can I learn some stuff over here to take back to us? Then y'all be messing my stuff up because they see how batshit crazy some of y'all are. And if I'm crazy, then that's me. Let me be that crazy. But let me grow my channel I don't need none of y'all Klingons over there with me. This is beautiful. If I lose subbies for this, it's okay. I don't, it's fine. This is gorgeous. So I'm just trying to introduce new things. We don't have to sit here and color in the same books all the time. And then you buy this pencil set, I buy this pencil set and all that kind of stuff. Why we have to have 150? Hello? Why we can't learn how to buy a set of 12 and then learn how to mix them? That's what I'm trying to do. I don't have to have this and that, but I like stuff, but so I'm just letting it out. I'm doing my woo-saw. Anybody get hit by a stray of my woo-saw, then you must have been feeling some kind of way. This is beautiful. And see, a lot of these things you can apply also to the coloring books. Like, look at these different layers of the treetops and the smoke, the mist. This is the mist and the clouds. Yep. And I don't like throwing stuff away. And I know a lot of y'all got access to magazines and books and stuff. You know, you don't have to buy coloring books to be creative and color and do art. Oh, somebody getting ready to cuss me out. Hey, look, the kindest person on here. Look, Hulk. He's saying good evening. Hi, Hulk. How you doing? Look at me. I'm all revved up. I don't know, Hulk. I just think, I just try to do the right thing and be humble. But some people just don't get it. So I'll be also, I already got kicked over out of this coloring community, Hulk. Because I can't shut my mouth up, I guess. Because I don't feel like being a robot. It's okay. It is all right. Thank you so much, Hope. I had so much fun with your husband today. And that didn't sound nice, but you know what I meant. We was on the live, his lives over there, catching up with him, getting all the tea about the new spot and everything. It was so much fun. And then plus we caught up on a whole bunch of history as far as our lives, professional careers, and when you quit a job. And the one thing I typed in the chat and Wonky Pro put up on there, I said, you didn't have to know that I didn't like this damn job. That is so funny, because sometimes, money will make you try to act like you like it and you just do the right thing because you have good work ethic. When you have good work ethic, they didn't hire you because you just ratchet. They hired you because and I'm talking to myself in third person, but it's because I'm really not talking about anything in particular. Somebody's asked me some advice recently about that, and so I'm basically replying to them. This is beautiful. So, yeah, so they didn't initially hire you, especially if they went to 2 or 3 panels of interviewing you and stuff like that. Do you think they just picked you out of the sky? And now, you've done such a good job and excelled and raised the numbers and cut the costs and all that. And then all of a sudden you come to work the next day, you're like, I'm not coming back anymore. Let me get my little cup off of here, my little purse, my Visine, my chapstick out the drawer. I don't have to take anything else out because I've been taking stuff out for 2 months ahead of time. When he said that, I cracked up. Hey, blue skies. Oh, you heard it? Hope is like, yeah, I heard it. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, right. You never gave 2 weeks. Oh, you ruthless. That's fine. Sometimes, but you know what the thing? Sometimes I blame it on the people. On them, because you know what the thing with me, Hook, I've always done my manager's job or my director's job because I am what they call a worker bee. Okay, you hire me to work under you. You got this big old title, vice president of this and that, director and all that, but you hire one of me and everything will be done. Okay, you don't have to come to work because I get it all done because you've given me the power to do everything and learn it because I already learned it and then I can apply it and all that kind of stuff and then build the trust, tell you who not to trust, who fucking up, but do it very discreetly. But I could still be in the mix. Everybody like me, and then I'd be like, I don't like nobody. Hey, blue skies. Hey, boo. Y'all know what I'm saying. But that's usually with. Well, I guess you can apply that to any company, but it's definitely in the white collar field. But it's in the blue collar field also, especially if you're managers of. But even it's anywhere, even in your family. But anyway, I used. So I remember doing that to one job. I just said, you know what, this motherfucker is taking advantage of me, and it's not like but just like all the accolades. As soon as everything, we have this, and then the last thing that really got on my damn nerves. The acquisition occurred from San Diego, California, and I was already set. They were like, "No, you have to come with us," and I'm like, "My sister's got cancer. I can't just get up and leave." And oh, baby, that's why I'm really have such a disdain. Threw me some coins and this and that, and then I'm like, "Well, can you fly out? Can you?" No, hell no. I've got to take somebody to chemo. I've got to do things because the health care worker is not doing right. The insurance is not doing right. I mean, like somebody might not be here tomorrow. Like, really? No. And don't you think I knew that the company was being purchased? Because I see all those lawyer bills coming in. Like all of a sudden, the company doesn't have lawyers coming in all of a sudden, flying in here, these meetings and stuff. Child. So, and those are the type of positions I like. But when I tell you when I'm loyal, I am so loyal. And I have been so loyal. So anyway, in my past, and that's how I look at stuff on the YouTube. You could still be in the ratchet stuff, but you be like, I see you, motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna be just as nice for a minute. That's why people say people flip flop. I don't care. How? What? This is social media. Like, really? Would you say, yeah, I was the same? Yep, I know. I could feel it. And Blue Sky said to say, the worst is when they take, oh, bitch. Oh my god. And they do that on here with this little coloring shit I'm doing. Anytime I pick up a pencil and buy something or whatever, I don't even know what I'm doing. They'll be like, all of a sudden pull theirs out. Well, this is what you do and get this, and they'll get it. I don't even know how to do this, but this and that. We're gonna get this. I'm like, well, can't we learn together? Can we work through this and shit? It's not like I'm trying. I done put the work in. I done studied a bunch of people with some damn pencils and shit. Spent hours doing so that when I come on here to speak about it, I feel like I have some sense of intelligence about it. But no, they just swoop in and take your shit and keep it moving. Act like they've been doing it all. Excuse me. Even though I was getting high on marijuana, I did get accepted to art school, so I know a little bit of something. But it's not even art; it just could be anything. And my undergraduate degree was not in accounting, so I'm feeling some kind of weight because I had all the jobs were in accounting, and people that were under me, they have accounting degrees. Bitch, you don't have no damn real work life experience. Okay, take that degree. You don't even know how to use Excel. I can't stand. And some people I would give a chance to. I'm like, I'm gonna help her learn how to do this or him, and at least to get the basic level of Excel. If you don't know the basic level of Excel and Word, and now definitely PowerPoint, you really can't do too much. So I was always hiring people that were thirsty, that could learn. I would never hire anybody that was overconfident or just act like they knew some shit, unless it was an IT. And then I had somebody always in areas that watched them. Because you're not gonna be spending all your dang on money stealing this equipment. Because I'm looking at the book. What is this for? They were like, every time she come in here, she asking us what was this for. That's what somebody told me. Somebody said, "Oh, because that little part that you ordered was $372, and we ordered one last month. Where's the one from last month? I know this shit don't burn out." So I was always that kind of, I think the little, what I call myself, the old maid or what? Not the old, but whatever. So I just watched. Well, because when the companies and directors come up and like, here's our budget, we can only spend this amount of money, and I'm like, ugh. And then I'm doing the crunching the numbers. They got to figure out why this shit ain't right. Because you got people stealing your shit, the IT people, because that's the most expensive stuff. Let me stop telling all my business. Y'all, this is from like a job that I worked like 35 years ago. So y'all want to go for it, you can. But now 35 years ago, like it was like when computers and met real life, Yeah, you definitely have to have MS Office suites experience. Like you can't just say, "Yeah, I know Excel." Excuse me, they give you tests now. We need to see you do some VLOOKUPs and some pivot tables, okay? Especially if you're doing some Excel, okay? You can't just say, "I know how to put 2 plus 1 plus sum." VLOOKUP this. Pivot table that. I need you to generate a report that says that. See, this is the kind of level stuff people, you can't just teach people that. Not nowadays. Y'all playing video games. Oh, this is beautiful. Y'all sitting there playing video games and stuff, trying to look all gangster while you working behind a computer and stuff. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. Ain't none of my damn business. But if I ever do work again on the side, y'all won't pass me. Not unless I find somebody that's really sincere and I will help them. But So I'm doing my little side hustle, making my little extra coins. And I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all do retire and get your little social security check, y'all don't have to spend that check. If you living on that check, there's a problem. Take that check and invest that check every month. Throw that money right up in there. Because if you're living okay, you ain't got to worry about it. You don't need that money. And let it build up. Okay. And don't fall in love with somebody and let them take your money. Right. Oh, they sure don't. Not one bit. They'll be on here 8 or 9 hours. This was when I was really working, when I was what, allegedly homeless, living in the streets and a car and stuff like that. Yeah, and they was still on here live talking shit. So it was okay. Hulk, I am so glad that I had that kind of experience, but I definitely would tell people not to interact with people on here. Definitely don't meet anybody in person, not unless you feel very comfortable with them. I would say stay behind the avatar. I sure would. I would say don't even cam up. Mm-mm. That's what I would say. But it's a little bit too late. Right. Blue Sky said the same thing. Yeah. Don't share all your stuff on here, and we don't need to know people's grandkids and babies and where you live at. You don't need to put your pictures out there. And if you're on Facebook, I tell you, Facebook is the devil. Facebook, I've seen plenty of marriages when Facebook came out that were destroyed. Plenty of people that were ministers and stuff that did, all that stuff. And this was years ago. When they get mad, they put it on Facebook. Now they go on social media. This, like, I'm telling you, it's like 30 years in between, 20 years in between. So now they can put it all over. But before, it was basically Facebook. When I'm talking about when I seen it happen before in my real life, it wasn't me. Never me. I'm just talking about other people. Yeah. So, but now people just don't have any sense of discernment. They just, I don't know, they want to get the nimbus. I don't know what the hell they getting. What kind of numbers you getting? Getting jail numbers. So anyway, so this was the page that I did work on. This is the first time I've ever done a coffee table collage. That was the first one. This is the second one. I just got to come in through. But this one that I did, hold on, I'm going to make a whale out of that one. I'm still coming back to this one because I kind of like the vision of it. I mean, it's not finished. It's not glued down. Maybe I just need to glue it down. You know what? Sometimes you start something and you do it and you're okay with it. I know I could add more stuff to it. So, I'm going to go ahead and put my Mod Podge down. Let me get my old nasty piece of wax paper. Where you at, wax paper? So I put my Mod down so I don't do anything else to it. I don't even want to add any embellishments to it. Which one of y'all came over here and took here it is. My wax paper. So I can go ahead and put some old. I'm just going to varnish it. I'm not even going to play around. No, I'm going to put some Mod. I'm going to put something down. I don't know what the hell I'm going to put down. So you get your little wax paper. Shout out to Miss Dee Dee Wellingham with my wax paper. Oh, I got to stand up. And this is one thing I like about this crafting thing. I'm not sitting down in a chair coloring. Like I like cooking. I have not done any cooking video, but I'm not going to be sitting down in the chair cooking. Y'all can do that. Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on, y'all. See, look at me. I can't cut that right. Let me go ahead and get my little cutter. Okay. Let me cut this. I'm still using my arthritic tools. Anything when I had arthritis, I still have it, but I don't have it as much as steroid shot work did. So I'm going to take this to right here. It don't have to be perfect. Just cut that off. And then do another piece. Hold on, y'all. Let me just look at this real quick before I come in. This is a little cutter thing, a little paper cutter. Remember years ago we had the guillotine cutter, girl. I don't even know if y'all know. So many people lost their fingers and then people would get mad and put their lover's wick in the daggone thing and slice that thing off. Oh my goodness. I do remember the stories. I sure do. It was pre-Lorena Bobbitt. This is a Fiskars. They got fancier ones. This one I got on sale and use it with some Michael's rewards. Y'all know. Pinch a penny, save a buck. all day long. You will get. Don't tell nobody I said that. So put that there on that side. And so it protects the pages in the back. Always protect that back side of the papers. Oh, I'm sounding so risque. So get it in the crack. Let me do this light different. Okay, let me see what you're saying. Hold on, hold on. Let me get this light over there. The light over, not there, there. Yeah, you gotta have MS Office skills. And remember, years ago, you used to have to use a telephone to do the switchboard and all that stuff. I'm glad they got rid of that stuff. I didn't last very long because I was never one that could be answering the phone like that. Because I get an attitude real quick. These people just don't know what a job is. Yeah, they don't know. They sure don't. I don't even know what they think they're gonna do for their retirement. Oh no, I let Wonky be the face. I'm good, never coming on camera. I have too much to lose in violence. I know, and that's so good, and it's fine. And yeah, Wonky is the face. The voice, the face behind the voice. Yes. And he does such a good job. He sure does. His little cute self coming up on here, looking all cute. Smiling, drop the bomb on it. You drop the bomb on it. Coming up in here, looking all cute. I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing Wonky Pro said the other day, and I can't even give him a Wonky Pro. No, he was over there. He was reading something on the screen. And he said, "Oh no, y'all won't have me out here looking and sounding like I don't know whose word he was reading somebody's commentary." And he wanted to just present it, and he was like, this all these shish tris. He was reading that daggone Belize damn thing, in which that I don't even know why anybody entertained her. She gonna get hurt. Them most three people gonna fuck her up. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not really feeling this whole thing. So let me just go ahead and I am the master of my book. And I can't tear that one out. Hold on. Oh, yes, I can. I don't like those pages. And that's not professional. I should use a knife to take those out. But sometimes you just got to go rogue. He said, Wonky Pro. Hold on. What am I doing? I got confused. Did I tear the page out? I'm getting ready to. No, I didn't. Okay, this page. Okay, that page and this page. Okay. He said he trying to read Shish's daggone brochure. And she had all them daggone grammatical errors. He said, no, he ain't said it like this. This is what I got from what he said. He said, no, this bitch ain't gonna make me sound like I know speaking English. When I tell you, he said he was reading it very professional. He was like but he was reading it verbatim, and he had to even stop. Sometimes you'll read something somebody types, and they might do a little that the or something like that, and you can work through it. But this whole paragraph, he was like, he just like stood, he just stopped, and he looked at the camera. He said, this bitch gonna make me sound like I know speaking English. I said, oh no. He said, I can't read this verbatim. Yes, this is a collage. And I'm gonna make you all a collage book. Once I get good at it, I'm gonna make it's a coffee table book. So it's called Reverse Coffee Table Book. Now this one is one of the first ones that I made, but I've actually bought some real nice books. And they're like $20, $30, $40. Got them for $3 or $5. But I think I'm going to make you all a collage book. I just need to find out what exactly that you all like or whatever. What colors. Once you get all your color schemes and everything down at the new pad, then I'll just try to slide something in there and everything. So anyway, when he said that shit, I was dead. I was like, no, he didn't. Now I didn't finish all the embellishments, but what I want to do is just put something down. And Miss Dee Dee Willingham uses Mod Podge. And I think I'm going to do this Mod Podge, but she also puts a varnish on top. But then I can put this Mod Podge down, and then because these pages are not totally glued down. I mean, not the pages, but these items. So I'm just going to do it kind of backwards because I kind of use a glue stick, and then I'm going to put a layer of this on top while I talk a little bit, and then I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to go to bed. So I don't know where this video is going all the way around. Yeah, it's a collage. It's called a reverse collage. And reverse, and like most of the collages, you just get a blank piece of paper and put on top. Excuse me, I'm like, I don't know, I'm belching or hiccuping. But the reverse collage, you get a book, an old book, a coffee table book. You know how you just have this kind of stuff on coffee table, like in doctors' offices and lawyers' offices and stuff. And you know, you're supposed to be acting like you all there. Yes, my appointment is at 11 o'clock. Well, here you go. Here's your cappuccino. And, you know, you sit there and, you know, you flip through the pages and stuff. Be like, I don't know what the hell this shit is. This, you know. But you buy a book and you just kind of repurpose it. So basically you cut out a whole bunch of other things like pictures from magazines and other books and stuff like that, and you like, this is beautiful, and then you make a art page out of each page. So that's reverse collage. So that's what I'm going to start doing, because you know, and now everybody, well, now I'm doing it because I saw somebody else doing it, Miss Dee Dee Wellingham. So we'll see who's gonna, you know, y'all know monkey see monkey do, but they talk about people doing different things. Okay, well, we'll see. Well, who you talking about, you? And y'all don't even try to guess, because it's not just one person or two people. It's just the wave, you know. And a lot of people just don't think other people are sensitive and know what's going on. Because I do go everywhere. Like I can't, like, this is gonna be on my Views of You channel tomorrow. It's not gonna be on there tonight. It is. So let me get some, and you can do it with your fingers, you can do it with a brush. I don't know. I'm gonna do it with this brush, y'all. And then I got some baby wipes. And that brush is wet. And I'm not getting up. I got some tissues right here. Got some toilet tissue, y'all. I ran out of tissues. And then I got some baby wipes for cleanup. So I'll have both of those available. Because it can get messy. It can get messy. It can get juicy. And let's see. Let's go ahead and put a little song on while I paint these pages down. Down to the ground. Now, where's my cell phone at? Which one of y'all came over here and stole my cell phone? I know one of y'all did. Hold on. Now, definitely don't leave an open container like this up. Pour some into something else and put the cap on here. Okay. Now, definitely do as I say, because you don't want that whole thing. I got wood floors in here, and I don't want to be trying to figure out how to. Where is my cell phone? How to get that off of there. Now, it is shiny. Where's my cell phone at? Oh, Lord. Oh, here. Girl, if it was a snake, it would have bitten me. Isn't that something? It was right beside me. Let me find a little song. And y'all, I'm just going to be talking for my watch time. Y'all don't have to worry about being up on here with me. I'm just doing it for my watch time. Because on this new channel, I have to, you know, you got to get, I think, 4,000. Then we're going to go ahead and do this. Okay. Some Blue Eye Soul. So. Yeah, it's a reverse collage. So, yeah. Let me tell you, you impressed me with the coloring, and this collage looks great. I've never seen someone do it like, oh, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I've learned from Miss Dee Dee Wellingham, and I always say, when I learn something from somebody, I always give them their accolades. But when somebody learns something from me, they don't say nothing. They act like they came with the idea originally. I'm like, you weren't even doing that before you saw me do it. That's the part that annoys me. And it's nothing big. It's just, a little bit like, girl, I was watching this lady I don't even know her name, but every time I get on here, she cussing somebody out. But she be doing some interesting things. Something like that. Let me pour some of this over here. I'm pouring a little bit in here because I don't want this big container of this stuff open around me. So I'm just pouring a little bit in a little Talenti ice cream container. Child, recycle. Go through the recycle bins, y'all. Don't be wasting any of y'all products. And then I got the tissue because I'm just gonna wipe it off. I'm gonna put it right there. Waste not, want not. And then I'm gonna put the cap back on. Oh, look at me. Oh, y'all didn't see that. Did y'all see that there? Did see that, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. It just spilt right there. So what I'm gonna do, don't even worry, because this table is not. This is like a cheap old table. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is use the product. It fell down. It sure did. We're not wasting it. Any kind of fool will see there was something and everything about you. Okay, baby, come back. Yes. And it might look messy, but what it does is it dries clear. I just want to make sure that these collage items that I put down are. Let me let y'all see what I'm doing. I spilt some. Hold on. Let me put this thing in. Oh goodness. Oh, that's the wrong mouse. Okay, I spilt some right here. So just took the brush right here. Look, y'all, I did that. That's what I did. I was doing too much. But anyway, so just lightly coat it, and it's going to dry clear. And yeah. And then when you varnish it, the varnish will do the glaze, make it shine. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. And then you can put more coat. So this is why I'm using the Mod Podge. Hold on, let me put the lid on this because I wasn't finished after I spilt this. So no harm, no foul. That's what the wax paper is. Isn't that good? Now, if I hadn't put the wax paper on here, it would have just went straight on the table through my puzzle and then on my lap. And I got some old jeans on, so it would have been bad. So hold on, let me put the top on here. I wasn't ready, but it's okay. No harm, no foul. So we're gonna put this over here. I probably should use the glass. Let me go ahead and put some more. This, hold on real quick, since I spilt some. I probably would suggest using a more of a glass shape and just clean the lid up. And then Miss Dee Dee Willingham uses a Ziploc bag. But right now I'm not getting one because I just want to move this away. So I'm just putting the lid on, but not tighten it. And I'm going to put it over here on the other side near the wall so I won't accidentally knock it down. And if you have carpeting and you doing this, bless your heart. Wood is forgiven. Wood is a natural item. So it's not going to mess it up too much. So, and like I said, this is going to dry and you're not even going to see the haze, see anything. Okay, so I just want to make sure these pages are down. I did add some color on some of these, but I think everything else is glued down, but I'm just going to put a light layer of this across to make sure. And I'm just using a cheapo brush. And like Dee Dee said, keep that brush in some water or something, or if you want to, you can wash it out, but definitely And I'm not painting the whole page because I'm just making sure I'm painting what I already glued down. And then maybe I'm gonna go through and see what I have and see what else I can add to it. And when it dries, it's gonna be just as shiny and vibrant. It's gonna dry clear. So don't worry. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the little board. So I'm gonna put this right up here, put that brush right there. Actually, I'm gonna dip the brush in the water. Okay, so I'm gonna move you up. See, it's drying already, and you can't even tell that yeah, it won't change the color. So let me find something in my little collage thing that I did cut out. And that's why this wax paper is good because it helps you so it won't be so messy. And then it will help the page so the page below won't get glued to the other page. Y'all know what I'm saying. And then, of course, the baby wipes to clean up. So I don't have to run to the bathroom. Wash my hand. So I'm going to show you what I cut out today. I did cut some things out. And we're going to see how they do. Let me see if I can find something else to put on here. My little bin. Hold on, I'm going to move this over. It's almost dry already, y'all. And you can't even tell. It's not even quite, like one half is dry. Okay, keep that there. So this is a little bin from you can get these little bins from anywhere. So the ones I cut out. Now I've got 3 collage books coming in tomorrow. Amazon had buy 3 get 1 free, and I spent $33. So I'll get 3 books. Well, two before I wake up, hopefully by 8 o'clock, and then the other one will be here by 10 o'clock tomorrow. So hold on, let me move these so y'all can halfway see what I'm. Okay, that's okay. So when I was cutting out images, I was trying to, just cut out some stuff in some of the books and magazines, and then you kind of put them together to see how you want to put them. Now I do like how I did this little lady with the door. She's standing. She had a whole bedroom behind her, but I didn't want her to have that. So I cut everything out, and then got some temples. Now the books that we're coming in tomorrow, they're gonna have. No, we don't want to hear that one right now. CC Pennison. Okay, and then just some different shapes and stuff. Now I'm gonna tell you, I saw this. This was actually linked to this. These two were together. But I'm going to tell you what I see is 2 faces. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Do I have a pin here? I can. Well, wouldn't use this color, but I see eyeballs right there. And that's a nose. And this will be cheek. And that'll be the mouth. Like this is a mountain, the side of a mountain. And I'll do it better tomorrow. And then this like his brother. That's the nose and that's his mouth. So that's how I'm going to use. So I cut it in half. And hold on. And that's okay if I see right there, just wipe it off. Because when I get ready to use it, I'm going to color over it anyway. But to me, it was just these 2 were together. And I was like, that looked like 2 faces. Now, it wasn't 2 faces. It was other things going around it. But see, you can look through what you see and make it something else. So I don't know what that. This owl looked really kind of evil and sinister, and it's got the background that moon. And even if I don't use the owl, I can cut that out, and then cut that out. Now I do have a theme going on with the rocks. Those rocks over there. Got a whole thing with the rocks. More rocks. And yeah, and then some of these I just got from the old calendars. And this one I really loved. This one is definitely going to be something really, really interesting. And it's a clock. I think in one of the collage books I have tomorrow is going to have a lot of clocks. Now, there's a men's magazine that just has designer watches. There's an edition of it that is I think it's like $37 now. So I'm gonna try to see if I can find it on eBay. And all it has is watches. I don't know which watch company it is. One of my family members loves watches, so I don't know if they probably throw that shit in the trash. Sometimes you get magazines and stuff. I need y'all to save that and give them to people that do like to do this type of thing, because that magazine, when it probably first came out, was maybe $25, and now it's probably $57. But but when it went up, but now you can just get them cheap. So maybe I can get a republication of it. But anything you want eyeballs, you can buy a magazine with just eyeballs. You want watches, you want perfume bottles, you want lips, you can buy a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I like the way that this gentleman is looking for some reason. Because I know I have come home and just sat in a chair and like, what the hell is going on in my life? Like, like that. That is. And then there's a bunch of people. I do have a vision of doing a collage with a whole bunch of people in front just standing and have them rolled up, various stages of their life and the development. As I say something like that, there's some snakes. Snakes are everywhere. Some birds. So you just cut a whole bunch of stuff out. These are free because they would be in the trash. Like, and then the calendar books that I got for $3 was normally $30. Girl, I'd love saving. I can't imagine spending full price for most of this shit. I really couldn't, girl. And there's some married couple. I don't even know what the hell's going on with them. Oh yeah, that's right. And here's some more stone stuff. So I'm cutting that out. Add this to my thrift store kind of thing. So I will not be having any color book hauls in the next couple of weeks because they're going to be collage books. And like, here's a bunch of people standing. I told you I have a vision about standing. There's some bunkers. And I don't know, this is just too stinking cute. These little birds. So yeah, so I took that. So this bin has things that I cut out, and I know what is this? Don't disturb the groove, the system. Oh, that's an old nasty piece of song. You see the faces? How many coats do you put on it? Hey Bubbles, how you doing? I put. Hold on, Hoke is saying something to me. Hold on. I put on, well, when I'm doing it in between the pages, and I learned it from Dee Dee Wellingham. When I put the pages, I'll find something to put on here, but I put the Mod Podge on the bottom of the page, and then I'll put it on the back or whatever I'm getting ready to glue to it, and then I'll put it on top. And you can put as many layers as you want to. There's no number. Mm-mm. And then after you get, and then you can put with this, you can put pencil. I can get on here and color it with my markers and my pencils and stuff as long as it's not glossy. So it's not like I'm not even finished that. I still haven't drawn on it. So I'm making a coloring page, a collage, and then I'll come back in with my pencils and markers and stuff. And until I put the varnish on there, which is a total sealant, and I'm only gonna put one coat because it's not like a piece of furniture. And then that's when it's done, because after you put the varnish on it, you can't do anything else. So these kind of books are a work in progress. So you can just find something and just put it on your pages and develop them. A lot of people have pages going on, like they'll have these books going. Now Kim is going to be doing. Kim and I are going to be doing a collage thing on April and it is very messy. You can wear gloves and stuff if you want to, but I wouldn't even do all that. So now here's that page that I just put all that stuff on. And it's basically almost dry. And if you want to dry it even sooner, don't use hair dryers. This is a art dryer. But yeah. So, and when it dries, it gets firmer and stiffer. And then I could come back tomorrow or next week and I can add more stuff on top. And then I can start painting and do whatever and pencil and all that. And like I said, until you put the varnish on. But I kind of like the idea behind this one because he's like a spaceship galactic. Now I'm going to lighten up some more around here uh, with some markers. Excuse me, and define his spot. And I'm going to add some more colors in there, some gold and some reds and some yellows, and just work it up and maybe add some more stuff. But anyway, I like the stippling that I did. A lot of people don't like it. If people don't like it, sometimes if you don't like something, just keep it moving. They don't have to say nothing. Not saying you, but I'm just saying people in general. I think people just lost their sense of manners. And I look at people, even some people that I do like, and I'm like, y'all are so rude. So if you don't like something that somebody's doing, then just say you don't like it. That's not my cup of tea, and then fucking keep it moving. That's all. You ain't got to say nothing else. That's why I'm not real well liked around here, and I don't really give a fuck. Anyway, so here's another book, Abandoned London. I did pick some pages. Oh, the page that I really want to do is this one. I guess I could do it now, and basically, I just want to put some black acrylic paint. Now, this is the naked page of the book. And this is the acrylic paints that I have. You can get these paints for like 50 cents to $1 or real cheap. They have to be the matte paint. So I'm going to do this like just a black. Let me find my black one. Is that black? That's black. And that's black. It has to say matte. And so I keep them right here. I'm going to get some more later. But this is enough to start because if I need to make some more colors, I've got some of the basic colors where I can blend them. That's why it's important to learn how to blend your colors. If you know the primary colors, you can make anything. You don't have to have all these separate colors. Okay. You don't. I'm just saying. All right, let me put some more wax paper down. This is supposed to cut it. Oh, you need to cut it. Here you go. That's right. Let me put some down here. Now I have some already cut, but just to save time, just to show you. So put that there so it won't get on the other pages. And I'm just going to yes. I'm gonna put this in the top. Miss Didi, I can hear her in my head saying, "Put that in that top, girl." Maxwell House coffee cup, recycle. Okay, and then once these things dry, they do not crop. They don't blend together. Like if I put white on here and I used it, it will be white, even though there's all these colors. Acrylic paint does not blend into each other. And then some people that are artists, they take these things and peel them up. They make art out of this. This is real crack art. They make art out of these pieces and put them on there. It's so beautiful. View, what are you talking about? Child, I'm letting you know what they do. Okay. And then they blend it together on pages. Okay, it's fuzzy. And then they have whole artwork. They save these things just to make. Let me get one that's a clean one. I ain't just talking out the side of my ass. Let's put a little bit down and put some water on it. A little bit of water. Okay, spritz some water. Just a little bit. And Miss Dee will use her fingers, and I use my fingers sometimes too, but we just starting out. Uh-oh, if I can't find a brush, I do need to buy some more cheap brushes. I get my little cheap brushes down at the Walmart or somewhere. Hold on, I don't feel like finding a brush, so we just gonna do like that. Keep on loving. Okay. I didn't need to flip that. I probably put some on that side. Oh, view, that's so ugly. Okay. My page, it can be ugly as it want to be. What's that mean? What's that mean? Girl. Now I'm just blacking it. And remember, you could just add more colors on top. It doesn't have to make any sense. I think I'm going to use this darker. Only because it's going to be my base coat. And if I was painting it, actually, I would probably make it a little bit lighter. And basically what I wanted to do is just, I want all of these out. I just want these two beams to show. And I could put more paint over top of it. So I have to stand up. Don't y'all get sick of sitting down talking, coloring? I get sick of it. All right. Let me smooth this out. God's tools. Y'all know what that is? God's tools. So I don't even know what this is. I just want these two sculptures or things in the middle. Yeah. And then I'm gonna fill it in with something else. I don't even know what. I have no idea. I got this window open. Child, I just jumped. I was like, what's that? Yeah. It's messy, but it's washable. This won't stain. It's like candy. All I wanted was these two things right here on the page. To black out everything on this page, and then I can start this page however I want with the pieces that I choose. So this was what makes it a reverse collage. I learned this with Miss Dee Dee Willingham. Miss Dee Dee Willingham, one of my favorite artists here on the YouTube. Yeah. And I've been saying I've been waiting to do this for a minute. I'm kind of tired of coloring other people's stuff because I don't get it. But I learn enough, but it's not, I don't want to just be sitting here coloring other people's coloring books. But I'm never not going to stop doing it. But anyway, so uh, it'll dry with my dryer. Hold on, let me get some baby wipes, and I can put more paint on it. Put other stuff. Don't even worry about it if it doesn't look nice. Oh, that looks so ugly. Don't worry about it. It's my page. It's my book. It's my products. You don't have to like it, but you gonna respect me. In the words of, isn't that Khalil? Who said that? Who sang? Let me play that. Was it Khalil? Hold on, let me find that word. Let me clean this up. But it cleans off really nice. I mean, it's not like at the sink. And then you can take these wipes and also spread the paint. Well, I'd have done it a little bit too late, but you can use this to spread instead of using your fingers. Hold on, I'm gonna put that over here. This paint dries so freaking fast. Um, you ain't got to like me, but you gonna respect me. Who does that song? I'm gonna get off here, y'all, in a minute before I end up cussing people out. I'm just teasing. I'm not cussing nobody out. I'm just venting. Okay? My channel, I can vent. You don't, I'm gonna see. You don't have to like me. Okay, but you will respect me. Who is that? I'm bossy. Yes. Yes. I am bossy. It's my life, my channel, my products, my shit, my casket readiness ass. It's me, bitch. Yes. Oh, I'm standing up. Y'all stand up and get on the camera and color and collage and cut out some pages and boss it and do the cabbage patch. Y'all sitting in the chairs talking. Now let me pull my bikini. Uh, I'm bossy. Uh-oh. Hold on. Double back with it. Let me get down and come back up. Them knees are strong. Ooh. Girl. Girl. I'm double tapping. I'm in the aerobics room. Okay. Ooh. Oh, let me have some water. Hold on. Water. Girl. Yes. Okay. We don't want to. Let me take my ass to bed. Oh, diamonds on my neck. Well, I ain't got no diamonds. Diamonds. Yes, bitch. I'm bossy. Okay, you come over here, bitch. I'll bring the colorists to the yard. I'm the one y'all love to hate, bitches. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I ain't getting no 808. Let me stop talking shit. Let me take my ass to bed. Ooh, Lord. So anyway, that's what I envision for that. And you just get a book. Get your book for $1, Dollar Tree, some hard book or something like that. Goodwill. Get you some coloring pages and stuff. And try to create your own stuff. You ain't got to color out anybody's book. Get you some 50-cent paints. Get your life. Hold on. I am out of breath now. But not too bad. I'm still speaking. Oh, Lord. Uh-huh. Make sure you cover your pages. And this, hold on, let me go ahead and dry this real quick so I can show y'all that it'll dry fast. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. Not hold on, girl, Khalid, girl, sit down, girl. Yeah, so yeah, I put. I shouldn't have for the background. I didn't have to put water, but if I was painting, I should have put water. But anyway, so I'm still learning, y'all. I watched the best. I watched Miss Dee Dee Wellingham. I watched Miss Janet Young. I watched Miss Devon Arts. I watched the best of the best. Okay. So when I'm bringing you something over here, it's because I know it's already been tried, true, and proven. Okay, I'm not pulling it out my ass. Anyway, let me go and take my ass to bed. Thank y'all for coming over to watch my video. And y'all know I could care less who don't like anything that I do. But I greatly appreciate you all that do come over to support me. Thank you, Hulk. Thank you, Wonky Pro. And thank you, Miss Bubbles. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.